It is Let's Talk Arts and Entertainment on WMAY. Many events, live events happening, whether they be outside or inside in the world of arts and entertainment here and around the country. Many exciting things coming up. Let's talk about all of it once again on State of the Arts with Gus Gordon. How you doing, Gus?
Kevin, I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Just like last week, I was at Levitt Amp last night for the Americana theme. Very fun time. Band Deep Hollow played, and then Esme Patterson, who's a traveling artist, came in. It was her first performance ever, since 2019. So, and that was a theme with one of the performers last week as well. So I mean, it's these performances are coming back, and it was a little hotter than it was last week, but it was still a great night. There's some rain expected, but didn't come in, and it was just a fun night of live entertainment, music outside there on the Y Block. It's really nice.
That's awesome. It was a really nice night last night. Maybe just a little more humid than it was a couple of days ago, but still great. And we're going to have a lot of firsts, like you said, this summer with people finally getting back at it. So good news.
Yes, absolutely. I think so. And it was a fun time. So that is every Thursday night. Those are free performances. Also some free performances every Tuesday and Thursday. We said Artists on the Square has come back, and that is on that square near the old state capitol there. And those are during the day. Those are noon to 1, and those are some free musical performances as well. So maybe if you can't make it in the evening, or you want to double up, get some live entertainment. That is through October, every Tuesday and Thursday outside there on the plaza.
That is a big job to fill all those slots. And Sheila Walk with the Springfield Area Arts Council does a magnificent job with that. She knows all the players in town. And you can get lots of different people to come in, lots of different musical styles. So if you're in the downtown area and you want to enjoy some great music with your lunch, you can get takeout from one of the great downtown restaurants, pull up a park bench and sit and enjoy the show.
So another really cool thing happening is the Springfield Muni. Now they're unfortunately, of course, unable to do their summer shows, but they were doing the Mutiny podcast that is still going strong, and they have another performance that everybody listening and watching, will be able to take part in, the Mutiny Community Virtual Choir, and everybody will be singing to an arrangement of Sunday from Sunday in the Park with George. It was arranged by Damian Kaplan. This is very exciting. It's a big community performance for big community theater that a lot of people have been missing. A lot of us have been missing, and I think this is a really cool way that they'll be able to bring the community together for some music and some entertainment.
Yeah, it's a beautiful song. It's difficult. It's not an easy song, so it'll be interesting to see how that pans out. But Damien is great, and I know he's sent out all these vocal parts, and he has an instructional video out there. I think I'm going to try to be a part of it. And how about you, Kevin?
I think so. Yeah, I definitely want to do that for sure. It's always fun singing, being a part of things there. So yeah, I think I'm going to try to be part of that too. The deadline for that is next Friday, so
Yikes.
18th. So
it's complicated music, so
it is.
I'm going to have to really start right now trying to learn the part and then get it taped and sent in. But it'll be a lot of fun. Theater Center did Sunday in the Park with George, the only group locally to have ever done that, back in 2004. Wow. I had the good fortune to be in that production as one of the supporting characters, and got to sing that number on stage with all the pieces of the picture coming together. It was really, really a beautiful moment, a beautiful show, and a beautiful song. And it'll be really great to hear all the different voices of the community members coming together to support the Muni.
Yes, I think so. Absolutely. And all the videos of everybody's faces singing, I think, are to come together. Be that one voice, like they also said on their on the Facebook page and on their website, one voice, everybody can come together and singing that beautiful music. And Sondheim writes some great, beautiful music, but yes, it is tough. But we got a lot of talented people in this community, so I think I think we'll be able to put it together. So,
and whoever is editing it, I trust they will cut out the clunkers. So if I hit a wrong note here and there, I hope they'll cut them out.
Yeah, it'll be all right. So yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. And then a couple other things, things to keep watch out, look for. Wow, sentence words, Kevin. Things to look out for on the
words hurt, Kevin.
Yes, they do. So we still got Charlie Brown is coming up. That's at the end of the month.
Right.
Or is it the end of next month?
End of July.
End of July.
Last of July.
Last of July, and then the beginning of August. That's Charlie Brown, which will be in person. That's the Springfield Theater Center.
Right.
The Springfield Theater Center also should be, I think, announcing their season soon. I don't know. I don't believe it's out yet, but look out for that at some point.
Do you know it?
I don't know it at all. No. So I'm not sure. But
I was going to say, tell us what it is.
Yes. No, I don't know. So, but then also the Legacy Theater putting on the Music Man at the end of the month. And
he's a what?
He's a what? He's a what? He's a Music Man.
Okay.
What do you talk, man? Fun show. Fun show. Also, we got a couple of things, a couple of national things, exciting things. Yesterday, In the Heights premiered on in theaters and on HBO Max, and I have yet to see it, but I really have only heard good things. I mean, I've heard it as a wonderful movie, and despite like many musical movies, they change some things here and there, but like it's a great sense of community musical. Lin-Manuel Miranda, great music, and just a lot of what I heard is it's the perfect movie for like right now as things are opening up, summer's opening up, and it's just a fun time at the movies with that one.
I'm actually looking forward to seeing that in the theater again.
Yeah.
And I was checking out the ticket sales at our local cinemas for this weekend, and it looks pretty great right now. And it's wonderful, especially if you go to Showplace 8. You can buy your seat, and then it automatically X's out the people on either side of you. So you can still socially distance. But I want to see that in the theater, and I'm really, really looking forward to going back.
Yeah, me too. And that's going to be...
I have so many AMC cards built up that my kids gave to me for birthdays or Father's Day or Christmas. I probably have $200 or $300 worth of gift cards to go see movies. So I want to use them up this summer.
Yeah, well, you can probably use them up on a weekend if you get a couple of popcorns and a soda.
There's always that.
Yeah, but no, that's good. And then also, and this is either yesterday, I believe, maybe the trailer for Tick, Tick, Boom, the movie, another musical movie I kind of forgot was happening, came out. And that's Jonathan Larson, who a lot of people know who did Rent. This is kind of an autobiographical musical about him, and it's got Andrew Garfield in it, and it looks pretty good, and I'm excited to see it because it's been done around here a couple of times, but it is not as well known as Rent. And as a great score as well. So that will be cool to see.
We did that years ago with Jason Goodrow, the late Jason Goodrow, a very popular local performer and person, played the lead in that and did great with Mary Kate Smith and with Kellen Fant. It was really a very good production. Not a lot of people saw it because it is such a small show. And then I know Theater Center did it again a few years ago with Albert Capati, Hope Cherry, and Reggie Guyton. So it has been done locally. But I watched the trailer. Andrew Garfield kind of looks like Jonathan Larson a little bit. But if you watch the trailer, you'll ask yourself when it's done, is this a musical? Because they do one of those things that a lot of movie musicals do. They don't tip you off in the trailers. They kind of try to hide the fact that it's actually a musical.
Yeah, Sweeney Todd, the movie, did that too.
They sure did.
A lot of people went for a shock when they saw that, but
yeah, they were hacked off when Johnny Depp started singing. And some of the people who knew that he would be singing were hacked off when they heard Johnny Depp sing. But that's a different story altogether.
That's a different discussion. But
I thought he was fine. He did a nice job.
Yeah, but I love that filmed one with George Hearn and Angela Lansbury, though. I love that version of Sweeney Todd.
Yeah, but, it's a brilliant show. Yeah, and if you want to watch it, watch the one with Angela Lansbury and George Hearn. You can get it on probably Amazon Prime.
Yeah, I think it's on Broadway HD as well.
I'm sure it is. Probably it's on YouTube also. And there are, of course, great clips of the original production with Angela Lansbury and Len Cariou.
Oh, yeah.
Also brilliant. There's a great documentary about the London production.
Yes.
That starred Dennis Quilley and Sheila Hancock. Also a great, and it's a newly restored documentary. Someone found the master film, and it's really crystal clear. It's great. It's a lot of fun to watch. And then there are clips out there of Dorothy Loudon as Mrs. Lovett.
Oh, yeah, Miss Hannigan.
She replaced Angela Lansbury back in the late 70s, and there are some video clips of her doing it. And she is very different, but equally as interesting and very, very talented.
Yeah, I'll have to look those up because I think I've heard that she did that role, but I haven't seen. I think I've seen the clips. I'll have to look that up though, because that'll be interesting. I can imagine she was so good from what I heard and seen her as Miss Hannigan and Annie, the original Miss Hannigan. So she'll be that'll be good. And speaking of Miss Hannigan, I actually kind of almost forgot to write this down. Yeah, NBC is doing Annie live, and they cast Taraji P. Henson as Miss Hannigan. Which I think that's going to be at least right now. I think that's going to be pretty good casting. I think she's going to be pretty good in that. I don't know. What do you think?
I think she's going to be great. I remember watching her on Saturday Night Live. I was really impressed with her. Very funny. She's obviously a wildly popular actress right now and comedian. So I think that's a new interesting choice, and it'll be kind of fun to see a new take on Annie.
Yeah. There's been a couple different takes on Annie, but it would be cool to see it.
The last one I did watch that with Cameron Diaz and Jamie Foxx, and they modernized it to today's time, and they modernized the music and rewrote a lot of the music. And I didn't think that was terribly successful in making it a current day. So I hope this TV movie makes it back in the Depression and keeps it where it was, created.
Yeah.
But you gotta try new things to keep it interesting.
That's true. So we'll see what they do with that. But so those casting announcements are coming out like that. And then also we have the Kennedy Center Awards. Dick Van Dyke and Debbie Allen and a few others. I can't remember them all. I should open up right here. But yes.
Well, I know Garth Brooks, Joan Baez, and I forget the fifth. A musician, very talented musician, and I forget her name right off the tip of my tongue. And I only watched a portion of it. Mm-hmm. So far, I have the whole thing DVR'd, and I've only watched the Dick Van Dyke segment.
Yeah.
Of course, because he's one of my heroes, so I wanted to see that. And it was very different this year. It didn't have that excitement of the big Kennedy Center full of people. It was very, very small scale. A lot of the musical numbers had been pre-taped. They had, for Dick Van Dyke, they had, Laura Osnes and Derek Huff performing, and Aaron Tveit and Pentatonics. They were the ones that were, there to celebrate Dick Van Dyke. I wish there had been more of his contemporaries, but heck, he's in his mid-90s, so there aren't many contemporaries left, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, Cheetah Rivera, she could. It would have been cool to see her do.
Yeah, well, she did. She introduced. Lin-Manuel Miranda did an introduction, as did Julie Andrews. So they were all represented. They were there, but we didn't get to see musical numbers with some of the old pros. But we saw some great young talent, and so that was really nice to see.
Yeah, well, that's good. That's very good. I will have to watch because I haven't seen it yet, and I've only looked up a couple of clips, so I want to watch it for sure. So yeah, and I think that's what's going on there. Also, you recently were on a podcast. Good friend Craig McFarland. He has his podcast, The Front Row Network, and I understand that you were on that with somebody. You were very excited talking about it.
Yes. My friend Vanessa Ferguson, who works with me here at the Hoagland, she's one of the co-hosts with Craig and Brett Rutherford of a show called Beyond the Mouse that's part of the Front Row Network. And Craig does a lot of different genres, and they arranged to have an interview with Burt Ward,
Mm-hmm.
And anyone who is a superhero fan or of a certain age will remember Burt Ward as the original Robin from the 60s television series. And I'm a huge fan of that because that's when I was born, and I grew up watching that. And they invited me to come be a guest host with Craig and Brandon Davis to talk with Burt Ward. So that was a great deal of fun. Energetic guy. He's in his mid 70s now, but he has the same energy he did when he was going, holy Batcave, So it was fun.
Yeah, that's awesome. You might have done that one or two times, I can tell, but that's good.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I have some experience here.
Oh yes. Well, that's fun. That's good. It's always so whenever I see because it comes on now and then, that show, and it's always fun to watch because I watched the we had a couple VHS tapes of the 60s Spider-Man cartoon. So I know some people sometimes feel about that the way people contemporarily like to feel about the 60s Batman, but they're always fun to watch. I enjoy them. So
well, it takes you back to your youth. Was it the definitive Batman? Probably not, but it was the Batman I grew up with, so that's my favorite.
Oh yeah, well, absolutely. So that's cool. So that's that's available for people to watch and listen to, or is it?
It's a podcast, so people can listen to it. It'll be available next week, and you can just go to the Front Row Network's Facebook page, and there'll be a link there to get to the podcast.
Cool, lots of fun. We'll be able to listen to that. That'll be a lot of fun.
He's a talker.
He's a talker. Yep,
yeah, you ask him one question, he goes for kind of like me, actually. But he's great. He has great answers and a lot of enthusiasm.
Wonderful. That sounds great. So make sure to listen to that. And also make sure you keep up with the Levitt Amp Festival. That is every Thursday night, as well as Artists on the Plaza. That's every Tuesday and Thursday afternoon. And many shows are coming up. They will be here before you know it. And you'll be able to see some of them in person, and some musical movies coming out in theater as well. Gus, thank you so much for joining me. Do this again next time.
Kevin, thanks for asking, and I'll see you soon.
All right, see you soon. Let's Talk Arts and Entertainment on WMAY.